So if the apostles taught the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist, then why don't you follow that?
But we'd have to see, did Jesus and did the apostles teach that? And how do we find that? We'd have to go and check in the Bible. What did they think? Paul quotes Jesus' line, do this in remembrance of me.
Yeah.
So he sees it as a remembrance thing. Now, do you understand that under the Old Testament law, the Jews were not allowed to eat certain foods?
Yep.
That's why the apostles would not have eaten pork and things like that. But one thing that they were not allowed to drink was blood.
Yep.
That was clearly forbidden in the Old Testament law. And so when Jesus says, this is my body, this is my blood, the disciples naturally would have thought he's speaking symbolically here, because we know Jesus, he follows the Old Testament law down to the letter. Jesus was not even allowed to eat pork, right? Because he had to follow the Old Testament law. And so Jesus couldn't drink blood either. And he's not going to make his disciples therefore sin in breaking the Old Testament law and saying, hey, have some blood. They would have protested, if anything. What are you doing, Jesus?